All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High, family. What it do, Yashar'al? I got a couple of things I want to share with y'all this morning. And family, I'm going to call this one here, the signs of Yashar'al's rise are the signs of 83's demise. But before I get off into speaking on that, family, I want to say this. Now, some people, even Yashar'al, some of y'all, probably wonder, maybe not Yashar'al, but the people who are not awake, our people who are not awake. Maybe some of them and some people from Psalm 83 wonder why, some of us Israelites who are awake don't speak on black crime. And it's a reason for that. Why I don't. Because Psalm 83 is behind that. If you've never read the Willie Lynch letter, just Google it. Google the Willie Lynch letter. And you'll see what they designed back then, the ones when our ancestors were slaves, is the result of what you see our young people doing in the streets, killing each other and stuff like that. It all revolved from what happened to our people during slavery. If you've never read the Willie Lynch letter, please Google the Willie Lynch letter and read it for yourself. And you'll see that they designed this division between our people way back then during the time of our ancestors was enslaved. That's why I don't talk about black on black crime, because Psalm 83, Esau and the Gentiles were the cause of it over here in Turtle Island. Okay? And Willie Lynch was a guy from England, and he had visited the United States, and he was invited to come to the United States to show them a method of how to keep their slaves in order. Because there were a whole lot of uprisings that they don't talk about in the history books. They don't teach you about that stuff in school, but they were having uprisings, on plantations, at least one a month. People were rebelling against being slaves to the colonizers. And they didn't know how to control our ancestors who were slaves. There was a whole lot of rebellion going on in Turtle Island with our ancestors against their slave masters. So that's what I want to say about that. As far as why I don't speak on black crime, if you've never read it, Google the Willie Lynch letter, and you'll see where all this black on black crime started from. They are the orchestrators of it, our oppressors. Now, as far as Yashar'al's rise, the signs of Yashar'al's rise are also the signs of 83's demise, and they know this. And the Ruach put this in my spirit kind of like last night and this morning really strongly. And so, the reason why our oppressors shadow ban our videos and stuff, Yashar'al, is because, see, the foundation of their kingdom was brought up on lies. Everything about Psalm 83's kingdom is total lies. They hate the truth. They hate the truth. And see, they see the rise of us Israelites now. They know it's not a fluke. This is the real deal. And they know it by now. Okay? And they see us coming together in unity in the name of our Father, Yahuwah Elohim Almighty, and our Ruach HaKodesh, and our Messiah, Yahushua Mashiach. When the nations, when they look at our videos and they see us coming together, as a holy family of Yah, the people that he chose, they knew that this would be a sign of their demise. The sign of our rise would be the sign of their demise. And that's why they shadow ban our numbers and our likes and our views on our videos and our posts and stuff like that. They're not really doing that to try to hurt us or get back at us, family. Like I said, Ruach gave me this. They do that, it's because it terrifies them to look at our videos and our posts, to see all the views and all the numbers and the likes that we get. The thousands and the hundreds of people that view our videos and like them and stuff like that. This terrifies them. This terrifies our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? And right now, most of them, they probably can't even sleep at night. They probably are afraid to turn off the lights at night because they see that we are rising again. And that is a sign of their demise. So, I mean, when they shadow ban our numbers and stuff off our videos and comments and stuff like that, and, you know, likes and stuff like that, they're doing this to help ease their misery because, you know, they're not strong enough to let it alone. That's what it is. They're not strong enough to leave our stuff alone. This shows a sign of their weakness. Our coming together in unity and Yah and the Ruach HaKodesh, this terrifies them. The videos that people like I post, Brother Big Judah, Brother Moriel, Brother Levi, Big Levi, Sister Lisa Cabrera, and many others. You know what I'm saying? Brother Sly, you know what I'm saying? When they, you know, they can't help but, you know, view our stuff because they got a thing about themselves. It's like, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's why they can't help but to view our stuff undercover. You know what I'm saying? They try, you know, they don't have no light, you know, in the world. You know, Ish over there, you know, in the Middle East and the leadership here in America, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no light. Everything that they set up in this kingdom was based on lies. Everything that they set up, they got ideas from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? They don't have, you know, no light to share to the world. And Issues always talk about, you know, they're not trying to give anybody insight on, you know, prophecies from the scriptures if they're supposed to be the people of the book. Only thing they're always doing is asking America for money, more money, 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 weapons, weapons, weapons. You know what I'm saying? They're not the people of the book. And all the nations know that we are Yah's chosen people. The Bible and all those other books, they are history books. That's why they hid them from us and they burn up a whole lot of stuff. And they wanted to be us, the Catholic Church. They are the ring leaders of Psalm 83. And so the rest of the nations in the royal family, they look to their leaders, the Catholic Church, the state of Israel, and America, you know, for some kind of signs or what to go by or what to go on. You know what I'm saying? And their main leader, the Pope, just said last month that he's apologizing for the activity the Catholic Church played in enslaving the Negroes. So this is what the other nations in the world are hearing from their number one leader. He's apologizing what the whole world did to Yah's chosen people. So they know their time and their reign is up. They know it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, their main number one leader is apologizing for what they did. You know what I'm saying? So the rest of them, they don't have no other leadership to look forward to. So they know that they're at their demise because Israel, Yashar'al, we're on our rise, family. This is why they hide and shadow ban our numbers and our, you know, from our videos and, you know, the likes and the views and stuff like that, because our coming together in unity and Yah and the Ruach HaKodesh and our Messiah, Yahushua Mashiach, terrifies the crap out of these people. And they do that, they shadow ban just to ease their own, you know, fear. You know what I'm saying? You know, these people, you know, they don't have an understanding of truth. They don't know how to receive truth. And they see us, Yashar'al, speaking the truth of Yah's word boldly against them and what they did to our ancestors. This also terrifies them. These people they don't know how to accept the truth that we teach from Yah's word because it's not meant for them. But see, they took the deal with the devil, the abominable church, the Catholic Church. All the nations took the deal with the devil, the abominable Catholic Church. They came over here to Turtle Island, took all our resources, stole our name, identity, you know, everything that made us a people and who we are and who our ancestors were. They ripped it from them, shredded everything from them, took that land, everything. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, when you see stuff happening like they did that young brother, and I mentioned the other day, the young brother, was 14-year-old boy, was killed in South Carolina. And I know y'all seen recently, you know, this sister in North Carolina was being beat by this Gentile cop. He had her on the ground. He had subdued her, beating her in the face with his fist like a demon, y'all. And then the brother came up, he's like, I got her, man, I got her. You know what I'm saying? But he got fired, and he was brought up on some charges of assault, and rightly so. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't take all that. He already subdued the little lady. She was a slightly built lady. You know what I'm saying? He had her on the ground. Where's she going? You know what I'm saying? But see, Yah placed demons among these people to lead them astray from him, and the demons among these people, they really hate us. They really hate us, and the demons make them believe, everything they can do to try to, when they catch us isolated, they try to kill our people and stuff like this. This some kind of way like ease, their mind, like, if I can do my little part to keep them from being unified, I'm gonna do that. So family, watch your back wherever you go. Always, look over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Because we still in Esau's kingdom, family. We have suffered the punishment of our curses, but our Messiah hasn't been sent back here yet to take all these Gentile nations down yet. So please, watch your backs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, these people really hate us. It ain't going to be no coming together, you know what I'm saying? Because they took the deal with the devil, with the abominable Catholic Church. You know what I'm saying? They've been already paid their blessings, you know what I'm saying, their dainties and their perks. And now it's time for them to drink the dregs. You know what I'm saying? So as far as Yashar'al, those of our people who think, they can try to live right as best they can to try to appeal to Psalm 83, never do that. You're wasting your time. These people ain't gonna never love us. They are our enemies. Y'all said in scripture, when our people came out of Egyptian bondage, he told Joshua and them, kill everybody who's occupying the land of Canaan. That was Yashar'al's land before our people even became a nation. The land was already given to Yashar'al. But the Hamites occupied it anyway. So our Father Yah told them to kill everything. Kill every man, woman, boy, and girl, because if you don't, and you allow these people to linger among you, this is gonna be your downfall. And that's exactly what happened to our people, family. So, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna never love us collectively as Psalm 83. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And we are not gonna be up together. See, as we are coming into our rise, they're coming into their demise. You know what I'm saying? Please understand that. And that's why they, shadow ban our numbers and stuff like that. Because that shows them how we're coming in agreement in the things of Yah, the things that they oppose, which is the truth. And they see Yashar'al, these black people, these Negroes, finally coming together. They knew it was going to happen one day, and now they see it with their own eyes by watching our videos, seeing the things that we post, seeing how we come together in unity and stuff like that, and it tears them up inside. It terrifies them because they know, you know what I'm saying, their demise has already started. The more they see us unified, the more their demise, okay? The more we unify and rise, the more they are into their downward spiral in their demise, family. That's what's going on. They can't help but hide numbers and shadow ban and stuff like that, because when they see, videos with thousands of views and thousands of likes and shares and stuff like that, that tears their soul apart. Because they know they got judgment coming. And there ain't nothing they can do to stop it. Because Yah is in control. You know what I'm saying? He promised our people that he was going to turn back to us, and he has done that. He has done that. He has awakened us by the Ruach HaKodesh. You know what I'm saying? These people didn't tell us the stuff that we're teaching now. We're speaking boldly in the face of our oppressors who said we were nothing. That's all prophesied in the Apocrypha. That was all prophesied that this is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on, family. So, I wanted to just relax and stuff, but the Ruach was just, giving me that unction now. You got to do a video. And I'm like, I ain't finna be in the house trying to do no video. This beautiful weather out here y'all has blessed us with. So I'm finna get out and get in my car and go to a nice, quiet, secluded place and do a video. and try to give my family some more encouragement and edification. So family, with that, so that's what's going on. The signs of Yashar'al's rise are also the signs of 83's demise. You know what I'm saying? So it tears them up, but who cares? You know what I'm saying? You know, they had their party. You know, they had their reign while we was under the curses. We have suffered that, and now Yah is raising us back up. And it's time for them to come down. That's what's going on, family. You know what I'm saying? And just let Yah have his way. But we must keep ourselves in unity with each other. You know what I'm saying? All that arguing and stuff like that, that's what we used to do when we were still asleep, family. We got to walk in love toward each other. You know what I'm saying? We're Yah's chosen people. You know, and as the nation see us walking in love toward each other, and even Yahusha said this, you know, you will be recognized as my disciples by your love for one another. So we got to let the nations also see that. The more they see us unified, the more it's going to terrify them and bring them down. That's how it is. All the good that's happening to us, the oppression and the judgments and retribution and recompense is happening to them. You know what I'm saying? We're in the days of our happiness and rejoicing, while their time is to suffer their curses. That's how it was when we was under the curses. It was time for them to be happy and on top of the world. And they didn't give a crap about us. None of them gave a crap about us. Even Russia was the only major nation that as far as my research showed, that they did not enslave the Negroes. But still, they played the game right along with them. Vladimir Putin just, you know, opened the vaults. I think that was 2024 when he admitted to his people and, you know, to the world practically, because it went viral, that he opened the vaults, and he was coming out with material showing that Yahusha Mashiach is black, and all of the disciples are black folks, and all the people of the book are our people. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to help his people understand we must receive this black Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Yahusha Mashiach, you dig? But see, they knew it all the time. They just came out with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all the Russian presidents before him, they were silent about it. So they played the game right along with Psalm 83. You dig? By keeping our identity hidden and stuff like that. But see, according to scripture, you know, the nations that brutalized and raped our people the most, those are the ones who will be slaughtered. But the ones that didn't do those things to us and just showed a little racism, those are the ones who will be spared, and those are the ones who will be serving us in Yahushua Mashiach's kingdom. You know, but the ones that hate us and did all these brutal things to us, those are the ones that will be slaughtered, according to scripture. Okay? So they were all stacked up, conglomerately, confederacy against us, all nations. You know what I'm saying? Then nobody care about us. Then nobody help our people. When they went through all that slavery and, you know, horrendous treatment and everything. Nobody cared about us. You know, we had to suffer the punishment of our curses, and we did, but they killed way more of our people than they were authorized to do so, according to the book of Enoch. And I do have a couple of more messages prepared, you know, at a different time, you know what I'm saying? So I've just been reading, and the Rock That's been downloading me, you know, word to share to the family. Okay, so y'all stay up, one love, and shalom.